Welcome back. Kevin's Mobile Repair. We're going to be doing a driver's side window regulator on a Jeep Liberty. We have a Phillips head screw in the door handle. Got a bunch of crud in it and not one to come out easy. Put that here. Use a pick or a flathead screwdriver. And there's a little panel behind here. Pop it loose. Okay. And then another Phillips head screw back behind here. Alright, they have push pins all the way around the door panel. I have a trim tool to take it off, or you can use a flathead screwdriver. Either way works just fine. Just pick to the corner. It's somewhat loose. Disconnect your connector behind the window clip. It's been off in a while. Alright. Shoot. Make sure you get all your trim clips. So this is going to be the standard little clip where the door cable goes in place. Disconnect this one for your window switch. Disconnect this one here for the window switch itself. This one here is for the mirror, I believe. And then make sure you get your panel clips back on. All these look good. Alright. Sometimes this stuff wants to come in pieces. Other times it will come off nicely like this one. Just take down your window weather guard. I don't take it all the way off. Put it down about here, and then take out your 3 Phillips head screwdrivers for the speaker. You don't have to, but it gives you nice room to get into the clips once you get back behind here. Push button clip. Push it off. Now that I've got it down far enough, should get all your sticky stuff everywhere. So what happens is this window regulator, the piece busts out behind it over here, and the whole glass and everything just falls. That is the big problem with a lot of these. So because this glass is already fallen, you can reach in there and lift the glass up. You're going to see two clips right here. They're going to be on ball studs. So you have a flathead screwdriver, get one small enough that you can get in there. Clip all the way off. They look like this. Do it to both sides. Just like that. And then pull the plastic piece towards you, lift up on the glass, and that way the regulator assembly falls off, and then all you have these two studs that are left on the glass. Put the glass up the rest of the way. I use a screwdriver, flathead, wedge it in between the glass and the molding right here. So that way it holds the glass up in place while I take everything out. Next you're going to have 10 millimeters, 3 right here, 1 here, and then 1, 2, 3 for your window motor, which is attached to the whole regulator assembly. So you will reach back in here, disconnect your motor. I have a little red plastic lock tab on there too. They look like those. There goes my motor. Little plastic lock tab like that, squeeze it together, it comes right off. I take these tins all the way out, it's just easier going back in. Once I get this out, you'll see the destroyed piece, what I'm talking about, what goes bad on these things all the time. All you need is a tin, start zipping them out. Towards the inner part of the door and turn down, which your glass stays up. It's not. So rotate it this way. Rotate the bottom piece up. Oh, and disconnect your little clip you have here too. typically what happens. You're gonna have a piece right here that stops the cable from going any further and just blows it out your ass. There's the rest of it. Some new assemblies come with bolts. Other ones, you have to reuse the factory ones, which is fine. It's still 10 millimeter the way you look at it. Alright. Loosen up these tins. I take the tins all the way out. It makes it easier for getting past here. Doesn't worry about scratching up the glass either, because where you have to go, even if you put this one in this part right here, you have to make sure that it gets pushed up high enough, which this will scratch that glass. So I take them out all the way, and there's less distance between here and the metal itself. That's just my personal preference. Same way going back in. Now you can leave the clips inside there, because all you're going to do is you're pushing the ball stud in between it. If you find it hard to be able to clip this in, take the clip out, then squeeze this plate and the plate on the glass, and then push your clip in afterwards. Sometimes they're easier that way, sometimes not. So to the glass. Put one there. Line up the bottom studs. All the way down the trough, and then come over here and do the ones for the motor. The aftermarket motors usually have a wiring extension on there. The factory ones plug up right to the motor. If you have the one that has one of the extensions, make sure it's tucked away far enough and it's not going to interfere with the glass in the channel run. Otherwise it'll cut that cable and get to another one. Up, go back and line this stuff back up. Once everything is in place, start cinching it down. hook up your clip for the cable. It just keeps the cable from getting on the wrong side of the window run and giving you a bad day. Plug up your connector, like that. Tuck it back behind the wiring harness that goes right over here, so way nothing gets in the way. So now we can do the glass. Make sure you take out whatever it is you have holding the glass out, but you are holding the glass. Otherwise, this thing will drop like a rock, and you will have a busted glass. All right, so little ball pins, line them up. Push it on, and that's it. Now we just reinstall everything. These are 2-part clips, so you're going to have half in the door, half in the door panel. See, everything is still lined up, nothing needs to be done, nothing came out of the trough. We'll just slap it all back together and have a happy customer. Pull on those just so that they don't come out. So, good to go. Any questions or comments, feel free to let me know.